Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the stock that is ready to explode within the next few days and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of this morning's pre-market analysis video, right after the intro. Alright y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always, alright? So let's begin. So right now, right off the bat, we have the SPY. Today was a phenomenal day for the longs, alright? Pre-market, I told you guys that the likelihood of me getting my rent day on Thursday today was really low. And that you should be keeping the overall market on your watches for a potential long, all right? And it performed pretty well. It actually exceeded my expectations and went all the way up to like 41.66. Where is it going now? Right now, it's kind of showing some weakness, but do not panic, all right? Do not panic. I will address the situation as I always do in tomorrow's pre-market analysis video. Now, the stock that all of you should be keeping in your watch list for next few days, that stock is REGN. Alright? And for all of you who have no clue what this company is or what they do, this is Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. It's a pharmaceutical company. They manufacture drugs. They're in the same class as your Pfizer, which manufactures drugs like Viagra, for example, and your Novartis and your Roche and your Amgen. See, it's in the same class as all of these other companies. And right now, it's been beaten down for quite a while. And if you look very closely and you change this thing to the 4-hour, the reason why I want to show you guys this thing is because there is a bullish pennant on the chart that broke out today, and this looks like it has a lot of room to run to the upside. Lots of room, all right? So definitely keep this one on your watch list throughout the next few days for a potential move all the way to at least like 510, 15, or potentially even higher to these previous highs over here, right? The stock moves quite well. The option chain is not bad at all. Not bad at all. I actually like this option chain a lot. Let's see over here. Yeah. So the volume is okay. Some dates have better volume on these ones, and they have better open interest, but I like the option chain. I like the way the stock is looking, so definitely keep this one on your watch list for a potential move all the way up in this region. All right, so now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest, and as always, you'll ask some phenomenal questions. So let's talk about JMIA. What is going on with JMIA? All right, and JMIA is currently struggling. Again, I talked about this one before about how it rebounded off of these lows. I thought it would perform quite well and breach $40 and go even higher, but instead it shows a dead cat bounce, and it looks like it's about to collapse. It looks very vulnerable at the moment. For all of you long-term investors out there who have been buying these dips over here at that neckline, if that breaks, don't be surprised if we see lows of like 27, maybe 25. I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm just trying to let you know about what could potentially happen if that level breaks. Okay, so definitely be very prepared, manage your risk, and also, again, if you believe in the company, if you believe in JMIA in the long term, then you should be very happy to accumulate at these lows, all right, as it goes down and as it tries to make a comeback again and again. All right, so that's the situation right now with JMIA. It's still falling, and short sellers are still taking over the stock. Where is it gonna go tomorrow? Honestly, I have no idea. We just have to see if the neckline holds, and that's my very honest opinion on the stock. The next one that we're going to be covering, we're going to talk about AMTX again. All right, and AMTX, I made a previous video showing y'all my trade on it, right? The trade that I took from like here all the way down to here. And then I give you all a very specific warning about the potential of a short squeeze, right? Because buyers came in this region, and I actually took another trade on it. All right, and we're gonna take a look at that. So we're gonna go over here to the Robinhood account, and we're going to be looking at this company again, AMTX. This is the history, and we're gonna go all the way down to here. So I started buying puts again. All right, so I started buying at 149. I bought these puts, 3 puts for 240 bucks, and then I kept adding. I bought 2 more puts for 178, and that was like a few moments later, 3 minutes later. So let's go back to the chart. Again, the chart was looking very, very weak, and it looked like a dead cat bounce to me, and I liked it. So I decided to go back in short in these regions, and in these regions, and again in these regions. All right, that is where you see all of these orders for buy puts, buy 5 more puts. Over here, 2 o'clock, buy more puts, and then yeah. So I had like a total of like $1,700 worth of puts. And then the next day, as you can see, 11 hours ago, I started selling I sold 7 puts at exactly 10:06 today, which is right over here. Right over here. I sold 7 here. And then I sold the remaining 10. I only had 17 puts on there at 10:23. And 10:23 was right over here, somewhere in here. All right, I did miss the bottom by like 80 cents, unfortunately, but that's all right though. I don't feel too bad about it at all. It was a solid trade overall, and I was able to clear like 3.7k from 1.7. Yeah, so solid trade overall. Could this thing go down even further? I think it can. It's looking quite weak right now, and it's still overextended. And somebody was in the comment section mentioning how they're still shorting this thing, and I think it could still go down. I think it still can. Where's it gonna go? Maybe next week we might see this thing back to like 15 bucks before we see a potential bounce. And again, dip buyer, I feel like this is a region where dip buyers will want to step in very, very heavy and push the stock even higher towards these regions. All right, so keep this one on your watch list for a continuation to the downside, and also for a potential dip buy in the near future. Now, the next one that we're going to be covering in this video is NVDA. All right, and for all of you who watched the pre-market analysis video, I told y'all specifically to not short it. All right, I gave you a warning about what happened here to psychology with people who shorted, like right over here. They got trapped, and yeah, the worst case scenario that I told you guys that it could go down to 620, that didn't happen. It immediately squeezed because everybody got scared and started covering their shares to short. They just started covering all of them, taking their L's, and that pushed the stock even higher. Where is this thing gonna go? Again, this stock, some analysts upgraded the stock to like 750 bucks, I think. That was in the news section from like yesterday morning or this morning, one of the mornings. Yeah, and so far it's still doing great. It's still pushing higher. I'm not bearish on it just yet. I think it has more room to run, probably to around like 670 tomorrow, if the market turns bullish from this little like drag that we're experiencing overnight. All right, so watch this one as well for a continuation to the upside. Now, the next stock that we're going to be talking about in this video, that stock is NEO. And NEO, again, for all of you who watched, I believe it was last night's video, I showed you guys exactly why I got out of NEO. Right here, the circle is still there. I got out of my calls over here, cut losses, because I didn't want to see my contracts fade all the way down here, because it could potentially go to 35. I told you guys that, and it went to 35. So I bought calls over here in this circle. All right, so we'll see where this thing goes. I think this is a phenomenal dip buy, and I think that I may have caught the bottom, the low of this entire drop. All right, and my drones is still there. I think it's gonna bounce from this level all the way up to like 40 cents. All right, keep this one on your watch list. Keep it on your watch list. It's not a trashy company. It's NEO, and most traders love NEO. I remember when I used to bearish videos of Neo, and y'all, some of y'all were pretty mad in the comments. It was kind of hilarious. I was bearish on Neo, like somewhere in this region, telling you that it could go down to like $35. Y'all remember that, right? Yeah, I remember. Eventually, we got there. Right now we're at $35, which is kind of ironic. But yeah, as of right now, as the way it stands, watch this one for a potential dip buy. That is my very honest opinion of the stock, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate, destroy, obliterate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter and Facebook. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're new to trading, if you're new to investing, and you would like to get started, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull. Use my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma, the Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, alright? Enjoy the outro.